We begin with Lions Clubs International, the founding, the first in a series of centennial videos.
1917, a pivotal year in history, a time of immense social and political change. Most of Europe was engaged in World War I, which the U.S. entered that year. In the U.S., cheap labor and the development of the assembly line had led to rapid industrial growth, which in turn brought many social problems. Child labor, crowded tenement districts, high mortality rates, and rapidly spreading diseases were common. Chicago, Illinois, was a center of transportation, architecture, manufacturing, and commerce. It was a magnet for immigrants seeking work. Reformers in Chicago, including Jane Addams, the founder of Hull House, called for improved social conditions in their communities and the country. Among those looking for ways to help others was Melvin Jones, a successful insurance man. He was secretary of the Business Circle of Chicago, a lunch club established in part to help its members grow their businesses. However, Jones had a different goal in mind.
I am finding out that you do not get very far until you start doing things for others. And I am beginning to believe that I can help some of the clubs, like the Circle, to have feelings in their hearts.
Jones's words struck a chord with his club, and the Circle gave Jones permission to invite similar groups across the country to a meeting to discuss forming a new kind of club.
We are now seeking to make our organization international, and write to inquire if you would affiliate with us, and at some future date, we can adopt bylaws and a name that will be suited to all.
June 7th, 1917. The first meeting was held at the Hotel LaSalle in Chicago. The Chicago Business Circle and several other groups attended. Dr. William Woods led a delegation called Lions Clubs to the meeting. This group had been registered in Indiana since 1916 and had clubs in a number of other states. Melvin opened the meeting and shared his vision for the new club. The attendees were receptive. Dr. Woods suggested the groups adopt the name Lions and pay dues of $1 per member semi-annually. Melvin and the others seized the opportunity to merge the existing clubs into a new, bigger, stronger organization, and the lion was the perfect symbol. Immediately, Melvin began a letter-writing campaign to attract additional clubs into this new organization, more focused on serving others. In August, Melvin and the members of the Chicago Business Circle formed the Lions Club of Chicago, now the Chicago Central Lions Club. October 8th, 1917, the first convention of the International Association of Lions Clubs opened in Dallas, Texas, in the Adolphus Hotel. Delegates from 22 Lions Clubs in 9 states voted to keep the name Lions and adopted the logo of a lion holding in its mouth a club inscribed International. They also approved a principle that has guided Lions Clubs ever since. No club shall hold out as one of its objects the financial gain of its members. Dr. William Woods was elected president. Melvin Jones was named secretary-treasurer and authorized to establish a headquarters in Chicago. At the end of the Dallas Convention, the new International Association of Lions Clubs had 800 members and $72 in the bank. November 1918. The first edition of the Lions Club magazine was published. It contained a copy of the Lions Code of Ethics, which required a lion to aid my fellow man by giving my sympathy to those in distress, my aid to the weak, and my substance to the needy. It also contained news from the clubs about Lions projects for improving waterways, medical clinics, and public libraries. Lions were also active with many youth projects, including fundraisers for children's hospitals and Boy Scouts. Having fun while helping others was part of Lions from the beginning. A clothing drive for veterans led to an unusual sight of lions parading down the street of their town. By 1919, Lions had grown to 42 clubs across the U.S. with more than 2,300 members. Some of the early clubs had women members, but soon the Constitution and bylaws limited membership to men. It would be almost 70 years, until 1987, before women were again welcomed as members. In 1920, Lioness clubs were established. Many women served alongside family members who were Lions. Also in 1920, in Ontario, Canada, Lions established the Border Cities Lions Club, now called the Windsor Lions Club. It was then that Lions clubs became international.
Lions, in my opinion, is getting more women into the organization. Women have been here only for 30 years in an organization which is 100 years old. In the last 30 years, we've done well for ourselves. Today, we stand at 20% of our membership as women. But our future is in making it 50-50 men and women in this organization. If we can get them here, we will not only change the face of the organization, but we'll also change the way we conduct our programs, our service activities, our leadership. Everything, I believe, will undergo a change if we can get more women. They are the ones who can be the best volunteers. They are the ones who understand and are empathetic. They are the ones who can actually make a difference in the lives of others. What we need to do is, in the next century of service, get out and get more women to join us.
We have implemented Lions Quest Skills for Adolescent classes for more than 20 years. Most of our children are learning first level literacy in our school. Most of the parents are either illiterate or partially literate. Or sometimes the parents are drug addicted, some issues. So those children couldn't concentrate in studies. This syllabus has solution for all these problems.
This SFA program has made the students speak out their thoughts and become more friendly towards the teachers. As they are friendly towards the teachers, all their fears are reduced. Once I ask the question, if they don't answer, I used to become restless a little bit and then try to ask the other person. But now after the program, I reframe the question to the same student and try to get out the answer from him.
Even the schools which have up to 10th standard, they are facing lots of disciplinary issues. The students are smoking in the restroom and they are using various types of chewing gum like drugs in the classrooms. So these are really very hard to hear. But I don't have any such issue in my school. Even children are very good at social service. Many Lions clubs, they used to come to our school for conducting various programs, activities. So our students help them and they do volunteer work. The extraordinary enthusiasm.
I like this. Very nice. All you thought about it and wrote? Yes. Very nice. Beautiful.
I was shocked to see my moustache and beard growing.
With my parents, first of all, I get more angry. Setting goals and building up the self-confidence and peer relationship with friends and relations.
It helps you how to face any circumstances in your life.
Yeah, now I'm saying to my friends, don't get anger like that I said, because I do experience that in my life. So if they get anger, I say don't be calm.
I think we should have a clean mind, stress-free mind.
Now I'm not shy to be in front of the cameras.
It's very useful.
There has been a friendly atmosphere all around.
This produces a very good result.
Youth Social Action has multiple benefits for young people, for your organisation and society as a whole. It's about empowering and supporting young people to help their communities and in turn themselves. But don't just take our word for it. Taking part in social action has been shown to lower levels of anxiety amongst participants by as much as 22%. There is also an association between involvement in social action and higher levels of well-being. Less worry, more happy faces. Involvement in social action has also been shown to improve attitudes towards education, raise empathy, increase grit and resilience, and improve cooperation. It can also enhance teamwork, communication and leadership skills. What's not to like? One study also found that young people who take part in social action are 27% more likely to find a job than those not participating. On top of this, 9 out of 10 agreed that youth social action had helped them develop useful skills for the future. 3/4 felt more confident about securing a job, and 8 out of 10 felt capable of more than they realised.
I'm pretty confident, me.
Positive action helps develop positive people and a brighter future for all of us. Getting involved in youth social action helps to improve a sense of community for everyone. Those who take part are more likely to volunteer in the future. At the last count, over 3 million young people took part in meaningful social, at least 24 million hours of social action.
Vande
आजा आजा जिंद शामी आने के तले, आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले। आजा आजा जिंद शामी आने के तले, आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले।
LCIF is a global force for the good of humanity, supporting the efforts of more than 1.4 million Lion members embedded in communities across more than 200 countries. For over 100 years, wherever there's a need, there's a Lion. Up close, local, getting it done, seeing it through. So when the pandemic locked down 1.3 billion people worldwide, Lions and LCIF were already there, finding new ways to serve the communities from a safe distance. But this too shall pass. And when it does, Lions Clubs International Foundation will continue to distribute grant funding where it will be needed most, and a network of 48,000 clubs in every corner of the globe will continue to answer the call, a call that rings louder in the wake of COVID-19. From fighting childhood cancer to being a beacon of hope for the blind, for massive gains in combating diabetes, to feeding the hungry, no matter where Lions are. From Italy to America, from Kenya to Japan, LCIF stands at the threshold of one of the greatest comebacks in human history. And there's just one more person we need to answer the call.
Ask one. Ask one. Uno más.
Just one. Ask a friend. Ask a neighbor. Ask a family member.
Just ask.
Who would be a great lion?
Ask one.
Quiere uno.
My zoo. Ask one.
Just one.
Uno más.
Just one.
Ask one.
Are you ready?
Start today.
Start now.
Ask one.
Preguntar a uno.
Ask a family member.
Just ask. Ask one.
Nunca him. Ask one. One.
Ask one. Ask one.
Why am I Leo? A question that passed through my mind and drove me to many wonderful memories. Being a Leo made me who I am today, because the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. All the experiences that I've lived, all the lessons that I've learned, all the skills that I've developed, made me aware that it was my duty to share it, to offer to others what I've received. That's why I'm a Leo. By doing small acts that make a huge difference. Because no act of kindness, no matter how small it is ever wasted. That's why I'm a Leo. To serve the community, to save lives, to give hope, to donate. That's why I'm a Leo. Because the simple act of giving without waiting for anything in return is growing in us. Because of all the smiles we've drawn. Because of the feeling we get after making someone's day better. That's why I'm a Leo.
Continuity, relationships are what distinguish us from anyone else. It is the impact that we leave that make us different. Our impact is not restricted on our direct results. It's go beyond action. It reaches the mind. Leonism for us is a state of mind. We work on continuity, on lasting marks, on influencing future generation by raising awareness, not to mention our dedication on creating in every individual we reach a new Leo. One of our most important visions is to be the change we want to see in the world. As we value a relationship in our small family, we try to build the same strong connection with the whole world. We spread love, happiness, kindness, and we try to draw a smile on every face we meet. Our particular mission is to fill the universe with the energy of goodwill.
As I'm growing up, I was enriched by the values and principles of the Lions. I was rocked in hands that taught me goodwill. The day I found myself as a founder president of Leo Club is when I realized that the Lions needed us as much as we need them, that we rely on each other, that we're complementary, and the source of the hope they hold for future generations. And they are the base that we always count on. We add the youngest touch to their vision. By working and succeeding, we set examples for them, and we make them one of us.
ఉన్నాడో లేడో తెలియదు దేవుడు, కానీ ఉన్నన్నాళ్ళు వెతుకుతూ ఉంటాడు జీవుడు. ఎవరన్నారో తెలియదు గాని ఆనాడు మానవ సేవే మాధవ సేవని ఓ మహనీయుడు. దేవుడంటే సాయమేరా తమ్ముడు, ఆ దేవుడే ఇది చెప్పిన ఎవ్వడు నమ్మడు. దేవుడంటే సాయమేరా తమ్ముడు, ఆ దేవుడే ఇది చెప్పిన ఎవ్వడు నమ్మడు. ఉన్నాడో లేడో తెలియదు దేవుడు, కానీ ఉన్నన్నాళ్ళు వెతుకుతూ ఉంటాడు జీవుడు. అయాలదొడిగిన అంగీలాగే రాదుర పిలగా నీతో అనుకోకుండా నువ్వోతే, ఆయాసమెందుకు ఐసా పైసా అంటూ ఓ అనుమంతో నువ్వు మార్చగలవ తల రాతే. నీ ఎదుటి వాడి కన్నీళ్లు తుడువగా చేయి రాదు నీకు, నీకెదురయ్యేటి అవరోధ సంద్రమును ఎవడు దాటిస్తాడు. నీ కళ్ళ ముందు జరిగేటి ఘోరమును ఆపతెగువలేదు, నీ వాళ్ళు కూడా స్థానములుంటే ఆడా ఎవడు రాడు. సూర్యుడు విసుగే లేకుండా వెలుగుతో సాయం చేస్తాడు, చంద్రుడు తిరిగే మడగడుగా చలువను రోజు పంచుతాడు. కనుకే వేల ఏళ్ళుగా వాళ్ళ స్థానము గగన తలము పైనే. సాయం అంటే దేవుడేరా తమ్ముడు, ఆ దేవుడే దిగి వచ్చిన ఎవ్వడు నమ్మడు. పిడికెడు కడుపుకు సాలద నీకు ఎందుకు ఆస్తులాశ, మూడో తరముల దాకా వరస నువ్వు శ్రమించి గట్టిన నీ ఇంట్లోనే ఉంచరు గోడకు ఫోటో, గుర్తుండదు నీ పేరేంటో. సాయం అంటే పైసలే కాదు, సంపదతో పనే లేదు, అవసరానికో మంచి మాట ముందేది సాటి రాదు. ఎనగేసుకున్న ఆస్తి పైన నీ పేరే ఉండదెప్పుడు, నువ్వు చేసుకున్న పుణ్యాల ఫలమే నీదయ్యా ఎల్లప్పుడు. నీకు ఎరుకే లేకున్నా మళ్ళీ కలవని వాళ్ళైనా, ఆపదలో నా మనిషుంటే దాపుగా నిలవాలిర కన్నా. మళ్ళీ తిరిగి తిరిగి అది నిన్ను చేరుతది ఏదో రూపానా, ఇంకేదో రూపానా. దేవుడంటే సాయమేరా తమ్ముడు, ఆ దేవుడే ఇది చెప్పిన ఎవ్వడు నమ్మడు. దేవుడంటే సాయమేరా తమ్ముడు, ఆ దేవుడే ఇది చెప్పిన ఎవ్వడు నమ్మడు. చెట్టు సాయం చేస్తుంది వాయువునిచ్చి, మట్టి సాయం చేస్తుంది జీవనమిచ్చి, నీరు సాయం చేస్తుంది దాహం తీర్చి, నిప్పు సాయం చేస్తుంది ఆకలి తీర్చి, నింగి కూడా సాయం చేస్తుంది గొడుగై కాచి. పంచభూతాలన్నిటికీ పంచే గుణమే ఉంది, మరి మనిషికి కొంచెం కూడా లేకుంటే ఎట్లా? ఎదుటి వాళ్లకు చేసే సాయం మన ఇంటి గూటిలో పెంచుకునే పక్షి లెక్క, మనం ఎటగిరేసినా తిరిగి మళ్ళా మన ఇంటికే వస్తుంది. అందులోనూ మన దేశంలో ఏ పన్నులు పర్మిషన్లు అక్కర్లేని సుఖమైన పని సాయం ఒక్కటే. ఇంకా ముద్దుగా అర్థమయ్యేటట్టు చెప్పాలంటే, మనం చిన్నగున్నప్పుడు బలపానికి చింతకాయ అనుకున్నట్టే, మనం గింత ఇస్తే దేవుడింత కలిపి మనకు శానా ఇస్తాడు. అందుకే పొద్దున లేచిన దగ్గర నుండి మళ్ళీ నిద్రపోయేదాకా చిన్నదో పెద్దదో ఏదో ఒక సాయం చేద్దాం. అదొక్కటే రేపు మనకు మన ముందోళ్లకు ఖచ్చితంగా ఉపయోగపడే నమ్మకమైన స్థిరాస్తి.